Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Art Whisper 88. This is a large format gel plate. I just wanted to show you what it looks like in a package, and it's by gelliarts.com. It is indicated here that it is 16 inch by 20 inch. And it gives the measurement in centimeters. I wanted to show you the comparison between this one, which is fairly new, and this one, which I have been using for almost 2 years. And I didn't realize when I opened the newer one that this plate had changed so much. It got stained a lot. The color has changed. In fact, here, let me show you. Let me pull out this white just to give you a color comparison. You see how amber colored it has become, because when this was new, the jelly plate is clear. But after so many years of using it, the stain has permeated all throughout the gel plate. Now, it doesn't affect the performance of the piece. It's just the appearance. And that's why I thought I should show you something that is newer. Now, this is not totally brand new. I've used this for a year as well. This is what I use it as a cheat sheet. This is a piece of acetate that it comes with. And I use this for many purposes. But when I keep the plate, I return the acetate, cover the plate. As you can see, I haven't been too fastidious in cleaning it. We do a side-by-side comparison so you can see. So I hope you can see this on camera, what the difference in color is. This is the newer one on the left, and this is my older one on the right. And you can see the color change. And in fact, I think it's not just a color change, but I think this has stretched out a little bit. It's slightly larger now than the newer plate. Okay. But anyway, since I have both plates out, I was going to attempt a kind of an ambitious project to do a double size and use both plates to create one large image. And I have here my 22 inch by 30 inch watercolor paper, and I think it will cover the entire piece of paper. Okay, I raised my camera a little bit just to show you a better overview of the paper. Now, I normally do not tape up my borders, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to tape all four sides. Because in my other video, I didn't bother to tape the edges and just let the image run over the edge. But I thought I'd do this just to show you an alternate way if you want to have these neat, clean borders. Yeah. So the piece will go like this. I'm just going to fold over these excess. And these can be peeled off later. Okay. I'm just going to put a mark so I know this is the top. Okay, so I will put this aside. And start inking the plate. Okay, I'm back, and this is a piece of drawing paper, and I'm going to sketch out a general plan for this piece because it's quite ambitious. So this will have a main area here, and a smaller area here. Now I'm going to be careful not to, this is a visual center, and I want to make this extend beyond that. So in other words, I don't want the composition to be cut in half in the middle because I want to de-emphasize the seam. I don't want to emphasize this seam. I want it to visually disappear. So by extending the elements beyond I'm going to try that. Okay. So for the first layer, I will use Mars Black and Phthalo Blue. Actually, it's ultramarine blue, not phthalo blue. And here is Mars Black. So I will start with areas of blue. Okay, I've made my marks. Now this will be a little bit challenging because there is no registration bar. I took the registration printing bed off because these two plates are too big. So they're just sitting on the tabletop. So I will use my guide. I wrote a thing here that says top and just laid on the piece, kind of eyeballing. So there is no real precise registration as in the other pieces. Okay, so now I'm counting on the tape on the edges to stay in place, so at least it will always be in the middle. Let's see what we have here. I can already see a very strong image. Now the trick here is to find a handhold where I don't smudge up the image. I'm pleased that the seam is not very obvious. So here's the piece. I'm not going to lay it on the plate because it's still wet, but I'm pretty happy with the result. So I will air dry this and then continue on to the next step. Now this is a very effective ghost here. I will see if I can reclaim this. Okay, this time I will not use a piece of paper with tape on it. I'm just going to lay the paper on directly. So you could say this is really a down and dirty. There. Now what I'm expecting is this result will be very painterly, very abstract. Okay, I will leave this on for 5 minutes while I rinse out my brayers. Okay, let's see what we have here. I think the textures are pretty amazing, if I may say so. Okay. Check this out. Again, I'm not going to lay it flat on the plate because it's wet, but I'll place this on a flat surface and dry it. I'm very happy with this result. This is more than what I expected. And the seam in the middle is obvious, but it's okay. It's not too much. There's enough going on the left and right sides that gives visual interest. Okay, so I will air dry both of these and move on to the next step. Okay, everybody, I was able to assemble my reusable stencils, and I am going to use this Lucas cadmium red light on this side and metallic copper bicrylic on the other side. So I'm going to start with the cadmium red. Now I'm not going to put it straight in the middle. I'm going to put it a little bit towards the right, so that when I pull the print, it will be on the left. Okay, let's see what we have here. This is really exciting. Pretty awesome. It's better than I expected. So I will air dry this, and I might be able to capture the ghost print. Okay, let's see how we did. It's pretty cool. Check this out. It's a very painterly result. Now I'm not going to set it down on the plate because the plate has still a little bit of paint, but I'm very pleased with the result. So I will air dry both of these and then recap. Okay, I think this is sufficiently dry, and I'm going to take the tape off. Now I have had advice from several viewers to use a hair dryer, but I did a small test on the corner and I think this will come off without any problem. I think it has a lot to do with the paper as well. Now this is a very good watercolor paper and it holds up to the moisture. And I had mentioned this before, that when you pull tape, it's best to pull the tape at an angle. Instead of doing this, you do it this way. I think the white border makes it look very clean. And the advantage of having a white border is there's room for me to sign my name, put the date and the title if I wish to put a title. So here is the first piece. Now here's a close-up. Now I do like the texture of the paints in contrast with the gestures done by the Q-tip. Now in this case, the center seam is not very obvious. I have that. So that's the first print. Now here is the ghost print. There's a drip of water here. Here's a close-up. Now I do like this very painterly abstract. There's not as many of the stencil shapes. They're not as well defined. But I think the textures are very beautiful and give a lot of interest to the piece. Going to try to put these two together. Or maybe they might work in a vertical way, like so. So you can see both prints at the same time. There. I think since they're abstract, they can work vertically or horizontally as you choose. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And for those who can, lend some support to my PayPal to help keep this channel going. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.